Welcome back to another episode of Tech Talk Explorations, where we dive into the fascinating world of technology and innovation. Today, we're turning our attention to a real gem from the retro computing community, the kicksmash32. If you're an Amiga enthusiast, hold on to your hats because we're about to explore a game changer for the Amiga 3000 and 4000 systems. But first, let's set the stage. Imagine it's the early 1990s, and you've just gotten your hands on one of those sleek Amiga models. The graphics, the sound, everything was revolutionary for its time. Fast forward to today, and while those machines may not be the latest and greatest, the passion surrounding them is as vibrant as ever. Enter kicksmash32, a Kickstart ROM replacement module that makes working with these iconic systems more flexible than you might think. So what's the buzz about kicksmash32? Well, it brings some cutting-edge features to our beloved Amiga machines. Picture this: in-system programming via a command-line utility called Smash. Sounds techy, right? This means you can interact with your ROMs directly from your Amiga. And for those who want to program externally, there's a utility called Host Smash that connects via USB-C on Linux. That's right, no more fiddling around with cumbersome setups. Now let's talk about flexibility. kicksmash32 can support up to 8 independent flash banks. Yes, 8. Imagine switching between different ROM images without the hassle of constantly swapping hardware. You can configure ROM bank switching during a reboot or cold power on, allowing for a seamless experience. This is especially beneficial if you love exploring different software or games across various versions. And if that weren't enough, there's an optional host file service. Using the USB-C link, you can transfer files directly to your Amiga with something called SmashFS and SmashFTP. You can think of it as opening a digital bridge that connects your old-school system to modern computing. That's pretty nifty for data enthusiasts looking to breathe new life into their vintage hardware. But you might be wondering, is this a one-size-fits-all solution? Unfortunately, no. When it comes to choosing the right Kicksmash module, it's a bit nuanced. Commodore didn't standardize the layout of the ROM sockets across their various models, so only the Amiga 3000 and the original Amiga 4000 share compatibility. If you've got an Amiga 1200, 3000T, or any other variant, you'll have to look for specific versions that fit your machine. Oh, and for those who might want to contribute to this open source project, there's a whole development environment set up for building Kicksmash firmware and utilities. The community surrounding these projects is welcoming, and jumping into development can feel like joining a cool club of retro tech enthusiasts. Now, I can't help but wonder, what drives people to invest in retro technology like this? Is it nostalgia, the thrill of tinkering, or perhaps the challenge of reviving old systems? Feel free to share your thoughts on our social media pages. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to emphasize just how vibrant the retro computing community is today. With innovations like kicksmash32, not only are we keeping the spirit of these machines alive, but we're also pushing them further than they've ever been. So whether you're revisiting childhood memories or diving in for the first time, there's always something novel to learn and explore. Thanks for tuning in to Tech Talk Explorations. If you're intrigued by what you've heard, don't hesitate to explore these projects yourself. And who knows, you might just find your next favorite hobby. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.